Yo,
All right, I'm back in.
Not Devontae, TJ, your mic is muted. If you're talking.
I was saying that, bro.
Oh yeah, TJ, you can't hear nothing you saying right now.
Y'all can't hear nothing I'm saying? Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm muting my mic on Discord. I got you though. There's a lot of different audio going on right now. Let's go back to the stream. That's tough. That's alright.
It's something we'll have to test it out when we're not actually trying to stream and see how we can get all of our voices in and stuff.
But you know it's crazy, like this shit was working last night. Like I did all this shit and it was working. But it is what it is.
Yep, the power of technology, you never know.
Mm-hmm. So we got 3 streamers or 3 viewers in the stream. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Oh shit, hopefully it don't show no. I'm pretty sure. He said he can hear all of us, so we gotta get the people back for the stream. I'm gonna delete that last stream. It's 4 people. What's up, George? Let's see if we can get this back up, man. Streamlabs, man. Streamlabs kind of fucked me on that.
Yeah, but we might just have to go old school way.
Nah, that's cool. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
It's for the people. We didn't give up on y'all. We just found another way to get to it.
I'm letting people kind of get back into the stream. The numbers keep going back up from where it was. So hopefully we can get it going.
So apparently somebody on Elliot Griffin's team got hurt.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember that.
What happened?
Somebody got injured on the Pirates against the Lumberjacks.
Oh, you talking about the shit I was just playing?
Yeah, I didn't remember seeing that.
Let's see. Where's this coming from? Where's this audio coming from? All right, y'all want to get into the segment, man? I'm gonna let y'all kind of Dame and Devontae kind of go back and forth as far as the what we can talk about, but appreciate everybody, the 12 people that's watching right now on YouTube. Hopefully anybody that was watching on Twitch and Facebook make their way over here, but we're gonna go ahead and get it started, man. We had 15 minutes of a major fuck up on me, but we're gonna go ahead and get the show started. So for those that don't know, man, the draft starts on the 19th of February. The summer league ended. What was it? Last night? Night before? Night before last. And it was some great standouts, man. Some pretty good play from all teams all over, and all the players. So shout out to everybody that participated. That kind of goes to I know we talked a lot about Fareed, and we talked a lot about Rose and Kerrigan and all those high profile picks. But I want to kind of bring it to you, Dame, first, and then Devontae, you can kind of give me your response on it. What is for those late round picks that we know may get slipped under the radar, right? The players that we don't talk too much about, that we know can get out there and drop people off on some points, but we haven't seen too much from. Who would y'all say your late round picks or your top 3? Let's say top one. Let's make it more interesting. Your number one late round pick would be.
Oh man, I mean, if you said top three, y'all definitely had a couple. This is gonna be interesting, man. That's tough. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Devin Turner. Reason why I say Devin Turner is because I think that kid he has a lot of raw potential. I think that for certain he can really be one of the better shooters in the league to the point where he can pretty much. I can think. I'm pretty sure he can be the most efficient shooter, especially coming out of the second round. If he even goes in the second round, it may be a situation where he just gets drafted late. But I think Devin Turner, for me, he was one of those guys that he kind of slipped under the radar a little bit. We did mention him a couple of times during his game, but I don't think that he was one of the guys that we mentioned a lot. He wasn't up there with the Vlads and Alpha Reeks and all those guys. But I think that there's something really special about him that we need to look out for.
For sure. Devontae, who you got?
So, in my case, I think Devin Turner, he might be a first or second round draft pick, no later than the second round. But I will have to go with the Robin to Kyle Kerrigan's Batman, and that's Darian Owen. Now, I didn't see a fully consistent player yet, but with the right work and the right coaching, I think he can be a great shooter. He can get to the bucket. He can play defense enough. And he's to be a solid all-around player, somewhere between the third and maybe the fifth round. But for me, it's got to be Darian Owen.
Right, Roger that. And to be honest, Darian Owen was one of those kind of sleeper players for me in that game. I don't know if he going. I think this really depends on if the players are going to be consistent with upgrading their players, because we looking at low overall people. Oh, I don't want y'all to see that. Hold up. We looking at low overall people versus medium. I would say middle of the pack kind of players. The overalls that y'all just saying, don't worry about that. None of this gameplay is from actual players. So, but I would say Darian probably third round. That could probably be one of those role players that you can get in later rounds. I'm thinking more so in the second round. So as far as the summer league concluded 2 nights ago. A lot of talk, a lot of buzz on Twitter. A lot of players are eager to get into the draft, but it's a lot of preparation that goes into preparing for the draft from a presentational standpoint. And obviously, got to make sure everybody that is going to be in the undrafted pool understands the roles and understands how everything is going to be played out. But as far as Summer League MVP, I know the season didn't conclude with a champion, but I'm gonna bring it to you, Dame, and then Devontae, you can give me your response. Who would y'all vote or recommend if there was a Summer League MVP? Which I'm pretty sure at some point in time, probably sometime next season we'll do this. But who would y'all say was the MVP of season 1?
MVP of season 1. I mean, he was the most consistent player out there on the court. Al-Farouq, he came in. He had the most rebounds in the summer league. I believe he was up there atop with as far as points scored. He had the most, defensive stops as far as blocks and things like that. I'm gonna have to give it to him. He had the most all-around performance for sure in the summer league. So I'm definitely have to say Al-Farouq.
Devontae, who you got, bro?
As much as everybody knows that I'm on the Austin Smith hype train, I got to give it to Al-Farouq as well. Like, he was pretty much the most complete player out there. He did it all, scoring, rebounding, defending. But what got it for me was those blocks, especially in that last game he played 8 blocks. That's something you won't see too often.
If there was a MVP, definitely Farouq was one of those prolific players that he definitely took the crowd. Now, he didn't really perform, I would say, that well in that last game, but overall, from an overall standpoint, I think he produced enough to kind of take that award. I kind of wanna switch it up and start talking about the players that haven't really had a chance to create their players. You know, some of those late registered guys, the undrafted prospects. Kind of want to give them a little shine. I spoke with a few of them. One in particular, Zach Everett. He very eager, and it's a lot of people that's eager about getting into this league. That guy's very eager about joining something. I've been kind of looking in the chat here and there, but I was trying to prepare for the stream. A lot of people are wondering like, what's the purpose of this? And Fareed made a really good point, bro. Like a lot of people, and then even you, Dame, when we was talking about this off air, like a lot of people don't understand. Like, bro, it's not fun. Like the reason why I did this because it's not fun playing in a 2K Pro-Am league to me. Like, I feel like people spam the system, they cheat the system. There's things that can alter a game that it's just not fun. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, doing something like this, you're basically competing to build a player or build a my player, and you're competing with other people that are doing it. Not only are you competing with the man across the court, but you're competing with the coaches that's game planning against you. In a sense, you don't really have control, but you kind of do. So that goes to my next point. I kind of wanted to shine a little bit of light, on the undrafted prospects, because there's a lot of them coming in. There's a lot of people that are eager about joining the league. Unfortunately, they can't join now because only the players from the summer league. But has there been any player that kind of, you can't see how they play, obviously, but based off of they build, their tendencies, what's something that kind of, or what's a player that kind of stood out to you, and kind of go into detail about, what you think they could bring to the table?
Definitely. My man Quentin Blackwell. He's a center out there. I did have my own personal interview with him. I'm not going to get too much into detail regarding this interview. But as far as him, as far as what I feel that he can bring to my team or bring to the Wolfpack, I definitely feel that it's going to be very intriguing and interesting to see how the draft shakes up, because there's undrafted players who can be just as good, if not better, than the players that we've already seen play. It can be a situation, like I said, I've spoken to Quentin, I've spoken to Zach Everett, different players, here and there, or even Shannon Doyle. He's one player. I haven't spoken with him directly, but all the hype that and talk that he was doing, hey, he might have something to prove out there. So it's gonna be very interesting to see if things really twist and turn in a direction that we don't really even, that us as analysts or the players or the coaches or GMs that nobody kind of expects. I think everybody is expecting the expected, but nobody's is expecting the unexpected to quite happen. And I have a very strong feeling that something's going to happen. Something big is definitely coming very soon.
So, Devontae?
Yeah, I also talked to Quentin Blackwell, and he seems like he's ready to go. And also Shanador, like I haven't had a personal conversation with him either, but how hype he is and how in tune he is with his character, like he seems like someone that can bring a lot to the table. And my favorite superhero is the Flash, and he always says make the impossible possible. And the way to do that is by having these undrafted players come in here and shine.
For sure. I completely agree with everything both of y'all said. I think it's gonna be some great talent coming out of the undrafted pool, I'd say. But definitely the that's gonna play a big role in how these GMs are drafting players. Right. And I truly believe it's gonna be some special talent coming out of the undrafted pool. So real quick, I wanted to give my mock draft, but I kind of want to know what a coach's perspective is. So I mean, I'll probably say mine after y'all go ahead and give y'all's, because I know that's what a lot of people have been waiting for. I got 16 people in the stream. Make sure y'all hit that like button so we can get up to 16. Only got 5 likes, so y'all know that. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know that's an issue. Please, it takes like 2 seconds. Probably not even that. Just hit that like button for your boy. Helps your boy in the long run. But Devontae, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go you first, bro. If you can give me your top, let's say 2 or 3, give me an explanation to why you picked those 2 or 3, and then move on to the rest of them. That way we're not putting too much time on one thing. But your top 3, explanation why you picking those particular players for that team, and then give me 4 through 12.
All right. First, before I get into it, I just want to say one of my top 3 is gonna cause a lot of riff, but it's just my personal opinion because, like I said, I'm on the hype train. So number 1, I got Big Bad Vlad. I mean, there's nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said about Vlad. He's an all-around freak, and he's gonna be ready on day 1. My number 2 is Austin Smith. Again, I'm on the hype train. You can rebound, you can block shots, score on the inside, you can run on the floor as a big. That's kind of what you're looking for. Number 3, I got Timothy Rose, a guard that can lead the team and shoot. Might not pass it a lot, but he can lead still.
And then 4 through 12. Who you got?
All right, 4, Al Farid. 5, Ant Thomas. 6, Griffin Harris. 7, Kyle Kerrigan. 8, K Jackson. 9, Elijah Hawkins. 10, Robert Ivory. 11, Elliot Griffin. And 12, Devin Turner.
Okay, Dame, before we go to get to you, you got Farid kind of low on your list, bro. Can you kind of shed some light on why you think Vlad and Austin Smith, I wouldn't say is better players, but fits the GM's philosophy over there in the draft? Devontae, if you can kind of briefly explain, because when we all kind of sat down and kind of had this, that was something that really jumped out at your kind of pick. So can you kind of shed a little bit light on that from a coaching perspective and what you think these GMs are pretty much looking for in a player?
Again,
I need to know.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I
definitely want to know.
gotta know it. I gotta know, and I'm pretty sure everybody else gotta know. What are you smoking?
Uh-oh.
But go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you too. I'm gonna tell you. So the reason it's not because these players are better than Al Farid. It's not why I got Al Farid at 4 and not 3, 2, or 1.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like at number 1 or number 2, Austin showed a little bit more consistency on the floor than Farid. It's not by a long shot at all. It's very close.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at that last game, Farid, his input dropped just a tad, and also his numbers weren't as good, but his numbers were similar in every game that he played.
I don't mean to cut you. I don't see how you see it that way, but I respect your opinion. Farid finished the summer league second in points scored with 11. So I completely understand where you're coming from with it. It's just kind of hard for me to put him that low when I don't think teams are going to be drafting for defensive players in their first few picks. But that's a valid point that you gave. So, Dame, going to your pick or your mock draft, who you got, bro?
I'm sorry, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. If you was halfway asleep when you was writing your list down and reevaluating it, but I mean, it's all good. It's all good. All love to you. But definitely, my number 1 pick, of course, it's kind of inevitable. Of course, it is my man Al Farid. Al Farid, the freak. I know there's rumors out there that the number 1 and the number 2 pick are not going to be Vlad or Farid. I'm gonna tell you now, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let you be that GM or that coach that passed up either one of these 2 big men and let them fall to the Wolfpack. Please don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. and furthermore, don't do it to the league, because I don't think anybody wants me to coach Farik. I don't think anybody wants me to coach Vladimir. You know what? Number two is T.J. Rose.
Okay.
I say T.J. Rose, and hear me out. As much as I want to say that, hey, the rumors are not true, it's going to be very interesting, because one of these GMs, if it's not both of them, one of them will not draft a big in the very first round. One of them. So number two is T.J. Rose. They're going to go with a guard that, that excels on the perimeter as far as defense. And as far as 3-point shooting, he is a bucket. He is a bucket. He's the closest thing to Dame Lillard, or poor man's Dame Lillard, that we have in the league right now. I mean, honestly, I don't see none of you shooting like this on your best day. Kyle Kerrigan tried it, and we haven't seen it since. Outside of that, number three, I got Big Bad Vlad. It'll be very interesting to see if he does fall to the Wolfpack, and if he does, oh man, it's over. You might as well crown us champs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a big statement right there, bro. Big statement.
After that, we got number 4, Griffin Harris. Number 5, Tay Jackson. Number 6 was tough. I'm gonna say number 6 was tough because number 6, you deserve for your stock to drop a lot further than what I'm giving you.
Ooh.
But I feel that if a coach or a GM can overlook the inevitable, which is your trash talk, then I feel that ultimately you can be one of the better offensive big men that we have in our league, especially with your size and with your speed on the court. I'm going to go with my man Elliot Griffin. Number 7. I didn't even want to put him this low. I don't know how he got this low. It was a matter of going through all the players and things. Number 7, I think it's a hidden gem. I think it's something special about Ant Thomas. And hopefully one of these coaches or GMs that they're able to actually bring that out of him. He's going to be one of the better pure point guards in the league. Number 8 is Robert Ivory. He is one of the smaller big men in the league. Yet, if you've seen him on the court, you've seen what he can do. Where he's not, it's not just about what you can see. It's about what you don't always pay attention to. Robert Ivory was one of the only few big men that actually seen set screens, and he didn't set 1 or 2 screens. He set screens all game long. And you want to know what screens do? Screens tire out smaller players. Screens also set up for pick and pops. They also set up for pick and rolls. He has the intangibles that are already there that don't need to be taught by a coach or GM. Number 9, Austin Smith. I put you under, Robert Ivory, not because, you can't do what he does. It's just because you're a little bit on the slower end. However, when you do get down there on the inside, you do hold that presence where you can be very effective on the defensive end. You can probably be actually the best big man defender that we have in the league as we come closer to the draft. Number 10, I felt like you were really going to go down to the second round. This is my opinion. I felt that you would slip a little bit, depending upon how these last 3 coaches do. But I'm going to go with my man Terrence Wary. He is one of the only. He's one of not the only small forwards in the league, but he's one of the only few that actually showed out. Or did something that actually made a little bit of noise and had some substance to it. Number 11. This was another one of those, long shots. It wasn't a long shot because of your play. It was more so of a long shot because of what teams seen on the stat sheet. It's like at the end of the day, if I'm giving you this, then it's really because I see something in you that I feel like that you also see in yourself, but we just have to kind of work to get you to that point. Number 11 is me, my man, Brad Sewell. Number 12, I feel like number 12 should honestly be in the top 5 as far as point guards goes. He is one of the top 3 point guards. In my personal opinion, is my man Elijah Hawkins. Elijah Hawkins did something most point guards didn't do. He showed a bit of a balance, as far as on the defensive end. He showed it there as far as passing, his passing ability, as well as being able to score, something that T.J. Rose as well as Ant Thomas both they can do, but it's either like when you get one or the other. So that's my mock draft for you for my top 12 picks of the first round.
All right, after you've spoken, you've displayed your mock draft. I got another question for you, because I feel like you speaking blasphemy. I feel like what you're saying. I feel like you just disrespected one of the best point guards / shooting guards in the draft. And I gotta ask you, bro. And I don't know if when you put your list together and we kind of spoke about it before this off the air, I even mentioned this, but you don't have Kyle Kerrigan going in the first round
at all.
At all. Hold on, wait. And let me finish with my pitch, because Kyle Kerrigan is a way better shooter than Ant Thomas. Way better shooter. And before we get into, why you don't have this man on here and why we just speaking blasphemy, how you have Ant Thomas that high after his last game where Austin Smith pretty much bailed him out is that's just disrespect to what we trying to do and build here. Because really, I mean, Ant is a good player. Don't get me wrong, but from what I've seen, I don't see him going that high. So please explain to me why I would say you even have him on there and you don't got Kyle Kerrigan.
Kyle Kerrigan is not on there for a number of reasons.
Okay.
See, I don't think that people are actually understanding something here. Just as easy as it is for a player to slip out of the first round or two, a team can slip back in. I think, this is just my opinion, somebody's going to trade up and back into the first round to get Kyle Kerrigan. Or I feel that, hey, it may even be a situation where he does slip and he just goes first in the second round and plays alongside Al-Farouq intentionally. Kyle Kerrigan is, don't get me wrong, one of the top shooters alongside Devin Turner and TJ Rose that we've seen in the summer league. He's missing a couple things. He's missing defense. He's missing the ability to make passes that are just right there in front of him. We've seen his last game where he took a tremendous amount of shots that honestly, a lot of them didn't even make sense. I'm not going to base him off of a game or two. I'm not going to base him off the summer league. That's why it's just like I can't base every other player off of the summer league. Kyle Kerrigan, I feel, is going to be paired up with a big. So I do not feel that he's going to be taken in the first round. If he does, it will be by one of the later picks because they're desperate and they want a point guard on their team. But if he doesn't, he will be taken very early in the second round.
No doubt.
That's just my take.
I have look.
And I feel Ant Thomas will go a little bit sooner than Kyle, just based off of Ant Thomas's ability to play defense, his ability to pass the ball and get his teammates involved. And if a coach is actually looking for that, I do feel that they would choose Ant over Kyle.
I respect it. I do this because I value other people's opinions. But if there's any GMs that listen to this that are watching the stream right now or later on, tomorrow or something, if y'all allow Kyle Kerrigan and Al-Farouq to be on the same team, y'all need to shoot yourselves in the foot because
Dame is saying that Kyle Kerrigan is a Robin and not a Batman.
Bro, that's the truth, bro. That's a leader, and if that happens, I want to know what y'all think in the chat. Like, be real. Everything that you've seen from Al-Farouq, and I'm not taking away from what you're saying, Dame, because this is your opinion. But if this scenario ever happened, and Al-Farouq and Kyle Kerrigan is on the same team, GMs, you just lost $200. Coaches, you just lost $100. Because that's a championship caliber team. That you can put anybody at the 2, the 3, and the 4. Anybody. and that's a championship team. Let me go on with my mock draft. I got Al Farid going number 1 to the Buffalo. To the Athens Bulldogs. I don't see them passing up on a once in a lifetime kind of player. This is a Shaq in the making, if not already. He's a man amongst boys. I don't see him slipping to the second pick. That's why me and Dane kind of agree on that. I respect the game. But number 2, I don't see how the Gunners are gonna go against a guard. I know my boy Jalen Smith pretty well. Me and him have he's played in a lot of my Madden leagues before, and I know him pretty well. And I know the type of player that he has to be looking for, and it has to be a guard. I don't see him going with a big. So me and Dame, we agree there, but I'm gonna go with Kyle Kerrigan at that. I think Kyle is gonna go for the second pick and Al Farid, because arguably, I mean, you could put Rose in that conversation, but with Al Farid and Kyle Kerrigan, I think those are the two of the best players from the summer league. What we've seen, he had a bad game, okay, but you seen spurts of greatness from Kyle, so that's why I got him number 2, and I got Vlad going number 3 because I don't think he's gonna slip past the Wolfpack if he's available. So pretty much our first 2. Well, I say our number 1 and number 3, Dame, was pretty much the same.
1 through 3, yeah. We just swapped out the guards. That was it.
Number 4, I got my boy Elliot Griffin. I believe that he's gonna go to the Spartans. He's not gonna be too late in that first round. I got Devin Turner at number 5. He showed spurts of greatness. He only played 2 games, and in the second game, he was pretty much lights out. He was the reason why they pulled off the upset against Al Farid. So I got Turner there. If other than, and like I said, I know my boy Jay, the GM for the Virginia Pirates. I know him. I know him personally. I believe that he's going for a guard in the first round. You still got a lot of talent there in them later rounds, and even in the undrafted. It's gonna be, you got to get a special player, in my opinion, in the first round. Number 6, I got my boy Robert Ivory. 7, I got Timothy Rose going to the Spades. Number 8, I got Austin Smith. I think he probably is arguably one of the better bigs in the draft, just from his defensive talent. Number 9, I got Hawkins. 10, I got my boy Harris. 11, I got Tay Jackson. I don't think he's going to go out of that first round. And then number 12, despite his lack of play, I believe that he still has that first round draft pick kind of talent, Brandon Wallace. So that's my 12. And that's just my opinion. Like I said, none of this is stick and stone. These are all speculation, but I just don't see them slipping on, Eric in that late, bro.
Yeah, TJ, you know I'm on the Austin Smith hype train. I see you got him following to us. Dang, you got us getting the big as well, Robert Ivory. So based off what y'all know about me, just saying, y'all think that I would take a big in the first round?
I think Long Beach definitely would go with a big based off of my conversation with the GM, and obviously we speak a lot. Yeah, that's my opinion, but anything could change. Anything can happen. These are just speculations.
Not saying that I won't. I just see that what y'all think. Y'all understand.
And that was some insider for Buffalo too's trade, and I'm sorry, draft.
Yeah, pay attention. He kind of want to trade up to get Cal. Y'all kind of pay attention to
him. I think that's what while we sitting here doing this live stream, is mock draft. Y'all players need to be paying attention. All right.
Listen. I would throw this bar out there. The Wolfpack, and I hope some of these coaches and GMs are listening. The Wolfpack are very interested in trading into a round. So willing to take that third pick of any round and trade back into a round. We're not going to tell you which round that we're trading back into yet, but I'm gonna keep this out here that we're going all in, pretty much. we're not afraid to take risks, and we're over here playing something very, 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 very interesting. It's going to be very interesting come draft day. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna
And
say that for sure.
all I'm gonna say about Long Beach is that we're playing a very dangerous game. We're gonna invest in these undrafted players and see what they can bring to the table.
All right, I got a decent game for y'all. Before we get to the end, before we wrap this stream up, I wanted to kind of go over the scoring leaders for the summer league, or the stat leaders, I'd say. I got 16 people in the stream. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button for your boy. Let's try to see if we can get it up to 16 likes. It's gonna be a short stream. We got no gameplay. We just kind of wanted to give y'all that spiel and that preparation for the draft. But coaches, Dame, Devontae, I got a question for each one of these because I'm looking at the stats from the summer league, and I'm gonna give y'all the stats, but I kind of want to know who y'all think are at the top of the list when we speak about, said stat. Okay? Because I don't think y'all can see this, huh? No, of course not. All right. So who do y'all think took away the scoring title in the summer league? Dame, you first.
A scoring title?
Yeah, who you think scored the most points, averaged the most points at the end of the summer league? And as they're speculating on who they think, chat. I got 15 people in here. Drop it in the chat who y'all think was the number one scoring player. Now, some of these games were simulated, so you can't really speculate on just the games we watched because some games in the league will be simulated, right? We can't watch every game, 29 games each team. Like, that would be insane. So drop in the chat. Drop in the chat who y'all think took away the scoring title. And why y'all...
Kyle Kerrigan.
You got Kyle Kerrigan. And then how many points did Kyle did Kyle average a game?
I'm gonna go with 13.
13. I'm sorry, I'm typing something. I'm pretty sure y'all can hear it though.
Yeah.
Devontae, who you got?
I still want to go Al Freak in this situation.
You want to go Al Freak?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say he had roughly 14
points. So
wait, you said hold on, wait. You said Al Farik won the scoring title, and then you didn't have him in the top 3? Oh my lord!
I have my reasons. What? Again, I'm all in on the Austin hype train.
Okay.
Your hype train must be super big.
Yeah.
Oh lord.
We got another
during the season. During the season, whether I have either one of them or not, you're gonna see what I'm saying.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all the actual answers, man. So, the actual scoring champion was Timothy Rose. He averaged 12.6 points a game. So, my boy Jalen in the chat, you said Kyle or TJ, I'll give you 0.5 points because you was right. Timothy Rose averaged 12.6 points a game. I'm not gonna go into his other stats. The number 2 scoring leader, or I'm gonna give y'all the top 5, was Al Farik. If y'all was paying attention in the stream, I actually said that about Al Farik. Some people weren't paying attention, but he averaged 11 points a game. Kyle Kerrigan came in at 3rd for 9.8 points a game. Elliot Griffin was like right there with Kyle Kerrigan. It was probably neck and neck, 9.4. And then Shandy Bird averaged 9 points a game.
Shandy
Bird averaged 9 points a game.
That's a second round pick right there.
That's a second round pick, probably a first if somebody's smart. And just goes against our mock draft. But yeah, no. The list: Timothy Rose, Al Farik, number 2, Kyle Kerrigan, number 3, Elliot Griffin number 4, Shandy Bird number 5. Next, so y'all both was wrong, by the way, based off.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have guessed that either, but and I'll show y'all a picture. I'll take a screenshot of this and post it in the chat so y'all can see. Y'all see I'm not lying, but yeah.
You was my Timothy was my second guess though, but I went with Al-Farouq.
Yeah. I mean, like somebody said in the chat, he's shot like 15 shots a game. I think he had about 13, 14 a game. So Jack said Kyle, and he would have been right, but you know your boy's a little bit more consistent. I'm just saying. Let's see what was the next thing. 3-point lead. What we ain't gonna do? Let's do rebounding. Let's do offense.
Rebounding?
Hold on. Let's do offensive rebounding. Now, before y'all give me y'all answers, let me type it in the chat. Hold on. Who is the
offensive? That's a tough one.
That's real tough. Title. Offensive shit. Y'all think that over while I'm typing this chat. Look at the comment. Let me know who y'all think the offensive rebounding champion was, and spam it in the chat for me.
I have 2 that I want to go with, but I gotta flip a coin.
You gotta flip a coin.
Offensive rebound champion?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, bro. This shit is like really fucking close. But it's only
Elliot Griffin.
So you picking Elliot Griffin. You got Elliot Griffin, Dame. Why do you say Elliot Griffin though? What did you see?
Elliot jumped out for offensive rebounds more. He was quicker off of his feet, and pretty much every time Elliot would grab a ball out of the air on an offensive board, he'd go straight back up and get a bucket, or he'll miss, or he'll miss, grab the board again, and then put it back in the bucket.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Elliot Griffin.
That's an honest one. I mean, I respect that. TJ Jack said definitely Fareed. Fareed killed us on the offensive glass one game. Hey, honest reasons. My boy Austin say I'm gonna go Austin, obviously, or Griffin, because I don't know anyone else who got a lot of offensive rebounds that.
I'm gonna go against everybody in this situation.
All right, come on. You gotta go. Come on. Who you going with?
Oh, and I gotta give you my reasoning behind it. I want to go Robert Ivory, but not because he's one of the smaller bigs in the league, but there could be an advantage. He could jump multiple times, and he can get in the air so quickly. It's hard to stop that.
What? Say what you said. One more time, so you can hear it. Say what you said one more time, so you can hear it.
I want you to think about that because he's a small. Think about Zion, for example, a smaller big.
Zion.
That pogo stick mentality is getting in the air multiple times like this.
He ain't got no damn pogo stick.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Okay, y'all want the answer? I'm gonna give y'all the answer, bro. I'm gonna give y'all the answer. So
please do, man.
Whoever said Robert Ivory, you got the dub on that one, bro.
Come on now.
Robert Ivory, and these are the actual stats. I'm gonna make sure I screenshot this shit so y'all can see it. Robert Ivory averaged 3.6 rebounds a game. Al-Farouq comes in second at 3.4. Abram Dendrid, 3.2. Griffin Harris, 3.2. And then I don't know who the hell this other guy is. Hold on.
Now what was that thing?
Rebounds now.
Elliot Griffin.
Hey man, hey, look. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah. I'm gonna just go off the top, just the rebounds per game.
Some of y'all need to get y'all weight up. If y'all letting the man that says 6'9", 6'8" grab boards over you, Elliot Griffin, you all need to get your weight up.
Oh, Elliot Griffin just said, Vlad, what about y'all? Wait, what y'all talking about? Okay. We was talking about the I put it in the chat who they thought was the offensive rebounding champ for the Summer League. I'm going over the post-season stats. What y'all looking at is something entirely different. It's like a live stream. Matter of fact, let me update that real quick. It's just a live stream, some replay. Go ahead, bro.
See, my answers may always seem out of whack, but my reasoning behind it, yeah, I always got something there.
Nah, some of your answers is completely out of whack.
All right. So rebounding champion, obviously, I mean, a lot of people expected this to happen, but it was Al Farik. He averaged 13.2 rebounds a game. That's offense and defense. Robert Ivory came in at number 2 at 10 rebounds a game. So for a dude to be 6'9", he's doing something. That's like what they call that dude, Tucker from the Houston Rockets. Like just putting
no.
putting your body
Bad
down.
comparison. Bad comparison.
He's
He's more like a Montrezl Harrell.
No.
He's more like a Montrezl Harrell.
What?
Yes.
Bro.
Or a Kenneth Faried. He is not like no damn PJ Tucker.
PJ
Tucker
Tucker
is 6'6".
PJ Tucker is on the smaller side when he's playing center and can get boards by backing people down, putting his body down. Robert Ivory is 250 pounds. You really think Griffin Harris, Griffin Harris, that's a whole nother story, but Elliot Griffin is 225 pounds and 7'2". You think he finna get that? And no knock, I'm not knocking Elliot because that's not his game. But do you think he finna body him? But he's finna move him out of the way, especially the way 2K is. He finna move him out the way and get that board. Fuck how tall he is. I really believe that, Robert Ivory's gonna be dangerous, bro. He gonna be a dangerous dude that's gonna be a sleeper.
I believe that Robert Ivory, and this is just my opinion, he's going to slip to a team, and he's going to actually outperform some of the players that are drafted before him.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's my take.
Number 3, Abram Dendrid, 8.8 rebounds a game. Griffin Harris, 7 foot, 250 pounder, averaged 8 rebounds. And then Brad Sewell, 6'8", small forward. He averaged 8 rebounds a game. That's crazy.
That's a bad man. That's
All
a
right.
bad man.
All right, y'all ready for the next one?
Go ahead.
Who do y'all think took home the assist leading title? So while y'all thinking that, let me type it.
It wasn't Turnover Thomas. Let me tell you that now.
Yeah, that's cold.
That's between Vasquez and
I was thinking the same thing. I want to go Jalen in this
and
situation.
that's between Vasquez and Hawkins. No. Yeah, Vasquez and Hawkins. I'm gonna go.
You gotta pick
And
one.
they played on the same team.
You gotta pick one, bro.
I'm going Jalen.
You going Jalen Vasquez? Okay, and who you got, Dame?
No, all right. I'm gonna go Turnover Thomas.
Bro, why you be disrespect? You know what? I'm gonna get a chat a little bit of time to respond to, because I want to kind of know who y'all think. That's an interesting selection by both of y'all, to be honest, because I know Jalen struggled offensively in the league. At one point, he was leading the league in assists, but they played a total of 5 games total. Each team.
Yeah, like I know he did struggle on the offensive side, but he was able to move the ball well, even though he couldn't score.
Okay. Tay Jack said Jalen. Anybody else want to respond before I give my final say? Still waiting. No? Okay. I'm going to go from 5 to 1 while we waiting on that. So number 5.
Build the suspense.
Number 5. Point guard, 5'9", 135 pounds, Shelby Bard. He played for the expansion team. I believe it was 2. Number 4, which is a little weird, surprising. Vladimir averaged 2.2 assists a game, which is weird for that being number 4 because we got no passes in the league. 2.2. Point guard from the Virginia Beach Pirates, my boy Royce Foster had 2.6 assists per game. Brad Sewell came in at number 2 with 2.6 assists per game. And the number 1 assist leader, to end the summer league season was my boy Jalen Vasquez. He ended the season with 3 assists per game. That's number one in the summer league, which is by far, it's not that far off from anybody that's like near like the 15th rank, because apparently the way these tendencies are, nobody passing the ball. But yeah, Jalen took away the assist title, which is it's pretty dope, man. How do y'all feel about that? Dame and Devontae. Devontae, you guessed it right.
Like I said, in his case, he was in a situation where even though he couldn't score, he had people around him who could, so he didn't have to score.
Dang, what you think, bro? Why you think? Or how do you feel about him being number one?
I have a problem with it. I honestly think this is my take. I honestly feel that Jalen Vasquez, if he can get his build up, even if he goes to if he moves himself to a goal player, he can be very dangerous. He's very consistent on defense. Even though bottoms up was giving him some buckets
every time, yeah.
Every time. Jalen didn't give up, and he was still able to facilitate on the court. And I especially like that because ultimately he did end up getting himself open in that last game enough to, put some points on the board.
Roger that, bro. My last one, I'm gonna go over because we're about an hour. Well, we're about 50 minutes into the stream. Who do y'all think? Well, it's probably ain't a good one, but it's by far just crazy. It's a crazy number. And I'm gonna just make it real quick. Who do y'all think had the most 3-pointers made?
Devin Turner.
Devin Turner had the most 3-pointers made. Who you got, Devontae?
Ooh, that's a good one too. But to be quick, I'm gonna go TJ Rose.
Okay, so let's go 5-1. We got Royce Foster. He made 5 3-pointers in 5 games. That's pretty good. Devin Turner is number 4. He had 6 3-pointers in 5 games. Rand Tenenhaas. I've seen his name before. I just don't know who he is. He had 7 3-pointers. Kyle Kerrigan.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Kyle Kerrigan had 7 3-pointers. Tay Jackson said number 1. And then Timothy Rose made 14 3-pointers in 5 games. That's a bad man, bro. But to be honest, to be fair, if you look at the attempts, he obviously led the league with 39. So about 40%. I guess I had the number in front of me. Vincent Torino he shot 28 times and only made 5. Brad Sewell shot 23 times and only made 4. Royce Foster shot 22 3-pointers, only made 5. Darian
just to give you the answer, that means Timothy Rose shot 35% from the 3.
Yeah, I think I had that number right in front of me. Hold on.
35.
Yep. It's 35.9. So the person that shot the best, somebody named Devin Strouder, he didn't really shoot that much. He shot 62%. Rand Tenenhaas, he shot 53% behind 3. Kyle Kerrigan shot 4 point. He shot 41% behind the 3-point line. Devin Turner shot 40%, and Timothy Rose shot 35%. So that's an interesting stat line right there. But that just goes to show you that obviously Rose is going to shoot a lot. He's going to shoot. He's going to shoot his way out of it. From what we've seen in the games, I mean, he was making them, but obviously when we're looking at the end season stats, he missed a lot, but he shot more, which could be a very bad thing if you think about it, or it could be a good one depending on what type of offense or what type of defender you got on the other side and rebound and what kind of bigs you got. But Kyle Kerrigan from the point guards, shooting guards that we've been talking about, had the most at 4. 41%. So I kind of went over the stats. Anybody want to kind of ask some questions about their player and what their player averaged before I get off of this stream? Because this is probably, I would say it's probably going to be the last time I look at these stats, but probably the last time you're going to have an opportunity to ask me while I got the game in front of me. And then, obviously, coaches, if y'all got any questions on players, let me know right now. But I'm going to take a screenshot of the stats that I thought was very important. Y'all want to know any stats on some players?
Let me know. Let us see Tate Jackson stats.
Tate Jackson. Yeah, we haven't talked about Tate Jackson too much.
Yeah, ever since his summer league ended.
Right.
Let's see. Hold on. Season plus team. Player stats, my bad. What team was he on? Oh, team expansion team 2. He was kind of middle of the pack. Same what we averaged. I mean, I think he went down a little bit on his points per average or points per game though. Aren't you gonna post them all in the chat? Yes. Brad Pitt. I am gonna post them in the chat. Just wanted to kind of, because I'm not gonna post like individual stats. I'm gonna post like the top 5. So now's the opportunity for y'all to kind of get those. But Tate Jackson, 8.4 points a game. He averaged 1 offensive rebound a game, 1 defensive rebound a game, for a whopping 2.8. 2.8 rebounds per game. Assists 1.2, steals 0.6, blocks 0.4, turnovers per game 1.2. So he brought those turnovers down from where we last had them. Field goals made, or field goal percentage 47%. 3-point shooting 33%. Devontae, who you want to see, bro?
I want to see Brandon Wallace. We didn't get a chance to see much of him.
Wallace. I think I just seen that dude. He was on expansion team 1. Ooh. You sure you want to know his stats, bro?
It's for my chamber up top.
Okay. Brandon Wallace, 3.4 points a game. Offensive rebounds per game, 1.8. Defensive rebounds per game, 5.2. Rebounds per game, 7.0. I think the league average was under Fareed was probably around that. Assists per game 1.2, steals 0.8, blocks 0.4. Wasn't really big on the defensive side. Shot 22% field goal range, or just field goals, and not worth mentioning his 3-point percentage. Had a struggling season. Let me see. Ant Thomas wanted to know his stats. Let me check it out here. All right, my boy Ant had 7.8 points a game. Offensive rebounds was 0.4. You can't expect him to average, more than that, playing at the point. Defensive rebounds, 3.2. Rebounds per game was 3.6. That was like one of the highest amongst guards as far as defensive rebounds. Now, offensive rebounds, obviously, if the guard is shooting, he's probably not going to get his own rebound. But defense, that means he's in the right place at the right time, guarding guards that are trying to drive. So that's pretty good. To your point, Dame, a good defensive point guard. Assists per game,
Right.
1.8. Steals per game, 0.8. Blocks per game, average 0 blocks. So as far as like creating possessions for your team, he was kind of low, but field goal percentage, 35%. And he shot, 0.083 for 3, bro. Hold on.
And Thomas wasn't a 3-point shooter in the summer league, so I can't expect him to go out there and start TJ rolling the game.
And Thomas had a lot of last second shots too, and that
Right.
I think he was kind of scoring more at midi, but he shot 12
And
or
in the
one for
paint.
he shot 1 for 12 for 3, and that's probably why his percentage went down. You and honestly, bro, when you get drafted, you need to holler at your coach about taking your 3-point tendency down, because that's gonna hurt you, bro. And that's some insider kind of
That's gonna hurt the
coaching.
team.
Yeah, it's going. Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, yeah, it's gonna hurt the team for sure, bro. You gotta turn them 3 points down, because really, you could have been in the top. You shot 88% for 3 free throw, so it wasn't like he couldn't get to the line and score in the paint and obviously get to the line and score at the free throw
A lot of
line.
foul.
But damn, bro, 1 for 12. That means he's shooting too many fucking threes. Who else? Let me see.
Sure,
Yeah.
no, tell us Ant's turnovers.
Let's say it's turnover. Good lord. Do you want to see what he was averaging or
And-
his total?
I want to know the total, and then tell me who has the most turnovers.
Boy, let's go. So he had 8 turnovers in 5 games. If we was looking at it from the stat leader kind of standpoint, let me see. Turnovers. Hold on. Oh, this
Hello?
player. Yeah, I'm here. Hold on. Because it showed me based off of playoffs, not season. So the person that averaged the most turnovers was Illy Kamal Jr., Cameron Ingram. Kamal Jr. had 13 turnovers. Kamal Jr. had 9. Royce Foster had 9. Afnan Wasif had 9. Timothy Rose had 8. And Ant Thomas had 8. Carlos Ramos had 8. So I wouldn't say he led the league in turnovers, but I mean, come on, bro. Like 5 in 5 games. Let's see what the average was per game.
That's not bad. I mean, 8 turnovers in 5 games. That's not bad.
It's like
Kamal Jr. was trying to dribble too much in the games that we seen him in, which is why he had so many damn turnovers. I think majority of his turnovers came in one game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he averaged 2.6, and then Ingram, Foster, and Wasif averaged 1.8, and me and a few other players with Ant averaged 1.6. So under 2, not bad. I'll take that. I think you can win games with that. Elliot Griffin, I'm sorry, I was getting to you, bro. Give me a second. Elliot Griffin wanted to know his field goal percentage.
I say he had a pretty decent field goal percentage. He took most of the shots under the rim.
So Elliot Griffin, I'm gonna give you a whole stat line: 9.4 points a game, 2.2 offensive rebounds, 4.2 defensive rebounds, average 6.4, a little on the weaker side as far as rebounds. Assists, 1 assist a game, 1 steal a game, 1 block a game, 1.2 turnovers a game, and he averaged 5.13% or 51% from field goal range, which led his team. So that's pretty fucking high. And he shot 33% from 3. So my boy Elliott is really like a defensive 3-point shooting big. Like, he's not finna average no motherfucking 10, 15 rebounds a game. In like a real kind of setting, real NBA setting, he's gonna score. I think that's Younger. Younger wants to know who led the league in blocks. So let's go over to that. Right? That's a good one, because I know I thought I wanted to talk about that.
Probably Fareed or
That one's gonna be kind of.
that's
I
interesting.
think that one would be kind of close.
It's not close enough. So my boy Younger is number 5, and he averaged 1.4 blocks a game, which is 5th in the league. Griffin Harris, number 4 at 1.4, and Austin Smith at 1.4. Ty White. Ty White with 1.8 and has not upgraded her player. Just imagine.
There you go, Dane.
So
Go back to episode 1.
I you know what? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna. So obviously Fareed had the number 1 at 3, but I'm not gonna say what a GM told me about Ty. Actually, I am gonna say it because I'm just me. I'm the media, so y'all be careful what you say to me. I'm not gonna say who said it, but they were like, "Man, Ty White's trash. Ty White's useless." And I didn't respond to it. I just kind of like let it be. The GM knows who they are, and I'm not gonna put them on blast and say who it was. But when I just kind of read the message, and I'm like, bro, just put it in perspective. This is base model player. So if I'm gonna get on Ty White, the reason why I'm gonna get on Ty White is because she wasn't paying attention and she didn't upgrade her player in time. But for her to be second in the league at base overall and blocks for 1.8 rebounds, she averaged 4.8 rebounds, and other than that, yeah, it was pretty bad. But I mean, come on, like this is base model. 9 blocks in the entire season, which is second in the league, behind Fareed's 15. I mean, it's upside. There has to be upside. Like I said, come March 1st, she's gonna have 300 fucking bronze points, 110 silver points, and 20 gold points. That's easily a motherfucking, depending on how you make your player, 80 overall, possibly. 80 overall. And that's what she's doing base model. So that's just my spiel. That's my rant. I don't agree with what the GM said. I don't agree about them saying anything about negative about a player, because at the end of the day, we just out here to have fun, unless they asking for the shit. But come on, bro. Like, that was just real disrespectful. And it may have been some bad blood prior to, but I just don't agree with that comment, and I'm not gonna put them at on blast like that. I may have a conversation.
You one that was crazy? I actually know who you talking about.
Yeah, we just gonna keep it. We just gonna, and you know what? I do believe this is something that's going on in the league. I just want to remind everybody the ratings that y'all are looking at in the stream is from basic ass players, computer generated players. So this is not what you're looking at is not real players. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say my piece, and I
was writing down notes.
Yeah, no, because I don't want y'all to put down like, who the fuck is Wilcox, and why is he an 82 overall? No, this dude is not real. Let me rewind it. So I won't go. But what was I saying? Shit, I forgot my train of thought. I was looking at the damn string. I think that they kind of throw you off. I think GMs, coaches, players, this is a perfect stage to throw people off. Like, yeah, I'm a badass, I'm the fucking shit talker. Let me drift down the draft stock so I can get paired up with a good ass player. Or let me say this and say that as a coach or a GM to kind of throw off the media to promote a certain player and not promote a certain player so that I can draft him.
Exactly.
That's what I think. And I don't know if y'all want to kind of pitch in on it, because I know I've been going on a rant for a while, but I mean, it could be just he just don't like him, but it could be motherfucker just trying to throw you out, bro.
You know what I'm gonna say? I do it all the time. You never know what I'm thinking. I say stuff and I don't say stuff purposely.
Just to fuck with you. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about the whole situation, dog.
I mean, me personally, I don't think it should be any ill will from a GM to a player, especially this soon. Especially when we haven't played a single game in the league. let alone the draft hasn't even happened. Um, I think if we're looking at a level of professionalism that's not professional as a GM, uh, or even a coach, I think if we're coaching players or we're operating a team, that at least just be respectable. Like players are out here and they're utilizing their time the same way that you are.
And your money and
Where
their
they're
money. You know what I mean? They utilizing their money
right.
too. So it's not just. I don't mean to cut you out, my bad, but I just
You're
want to make
straight. You're
this point
straight.
while it's fresh on my mind. It's not about, hey, bro, I'm putting in $10, $15 into. Well, nobody's putting $15, but I'm putting in $10, so I'm gonna just, say what I want to fucking say, and it's my no. At the end of the day, uh, it's your money, but it's how things are gonna be ran the way I need them to be ran, right? Because
Right.
I'm not trying to be the dictator and all that, but I'm trying to keep peace within the framework of the business slash league that I'm trying to build, because I feel like this shit got a lot of potential. So I don't want people to have some type of negative ill, because it's like, bro, these are immediate reflections of your ownership. No, it's not, and that's why I'm making a point. I'm not putting that GM on blast. I'm not saying who it was. I'm just making it a point that be careful what you say to me. Be careful what you say to anybody in the media. Be careful what you say to just anybody, just as a man or a woman, because she get broadcast, she get screenshotted. You probably don't care, but you people look at you or and your representation as a leader uh, under a microscope. Everything you do with this league can be under a microscope. So watch what you say, because everything is pretty much recorded via text, because we can take screenshots and shit. Watch what you say and watch who you say it to.
Yeah, and that's why everybody in the chat makes sure everybody knows that when I say something, it's strictly entertainment. I don't have no ill will towards anybody. Everything I say is strictly for entertainment purposes.
For sure. I respect it. So I kind of wanted to go over what we was gonna do for next week's show, and I really wanted to put some overlays up to show the stat leaders and stuff like that, but I really just didn't have the time these last few days. I've been working like a Hebrew slave, so I will make things a little bit better. We'll try to do this at least once a week. Obviously, each inside of the 2K like season. Like I said, the season will last about a month, so we're looking at about 3 month long season. Um, maybe 15 shows, 15, 16 shows. But everything else is gonna be preparing for the draft. We're gonna come out with some new new presentational pieces, and any players that are watching the stream right now, reach out to the media. Don't just do interviews with the coaches and the GMs. Talk to the media,
Right.
because, and when I say media, I mean me, Jalen. I think Austin is in that piece too. We can write you a little piece on the website, put some of your highlights together, and really drive your draft stock. You know what I mean? Because being in the high pick is not something that I want to take lightly. I want to congratulate every first round draft pick, because it's hard to separate yourself from your peers. It's hard to pick the right kind of build and the right kind of tendencies, because that's what you're doing. So
Mm-hmm.
those first round draft picks, makes any late round that you think you might go in the late round, or you think you might, you know what I'm saying, get in the, like, reach out to the media. Hey man, I want to sit down with UTJ, and I want to talk about me as a player. I want to talk about the type of player that I'm trying to build. You know what I mean? And we can kind of set up a piece and do some neat little draft stock builds, interviews for y'all. So reach out to me. Before I get off the stream, dang, Devontae, y'all got anything to say to the 14 people that's watching right now?
No, not right now. Except that, make sure if y'all ever want a nickname, the nickname Guru is here.
Nickname Guru. I seen Elliot. No, it wasn't Elliot. I think it was Elliot Griffin. He said his sweet feet.
Yeah, Sweet Feet, that's his.
And on Twitter, Eli got the tweets of Eli, which is pretty cool. That's neat. Man, y'all need if y'all haven't gotten on the Twitter train, y'all better hop on it right now because those people people that's starting right now are gonna have their tweets broadcast on the streams every once in a while. Some of those post game, we're gonna be talking about what players say on these those post game shows. So tweet away, man. I'm watching, I'm looking at, I'm paying attention to some of the tweets that kind of stand out. But definitely get on that train before, you know, people start getting like 100 followers and shit. And it's like, whoa, I should have got on this shit like 2 weeks ago when, you know, TJ told me. So yeah,
Right.
he said I got something to say.
Tay Jackson got something to say.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely get on that Twitter train, man. That shit is dope. It adds an atmosphere to the league, and you know I think that's definitely needed. Tay Jackson said, "Don't pass up on Tay." I agree with you, bro. I feel like you got that LeBron James kind of mentality, and that's probably a stretch for some people, but when I see you play and you drive to the bro, you're probably one of the fastest big men that I've seen. And there is a cap on speed, depending on how tall you are and how much you weigh. But you're still within that range where you can probably bump it up just a little bit more to be even faster. So it's gonna be that dude. Like I'm being real. Don't pass up on my boy Jack, man. Boy, Jack can definitely get you some buckets. He can shoot a three, but I think his tendencies kind of make him a little bit deadlier when he's driving. But I'm finna wrap up this show, man. I appreciate y'all for kind of posting up with me. We finished with 13 likes. Looks like 87. It was a low stream, and it was kind of out of the nowhere. But I think the beginning part kind of messed us up. So that's me.
Yeah.
That's something that I'm gonna fix. Kind of work on that. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. As always, fellas, I appreciate y'all kind of taking the podium with me.
No doubt.
We'll be back.
Always.
We'll be back with the next week's show. Monday.
Yeah.
Monday. Yeah. So a few more days. Today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Man, not that long. Jack say most species. Yeah, bro. Like, don't reveal how fast your player was unless you want to reveal it to your coaches and GMs. But didn't you max out your speed? When I say max out, I mean gold. Max out. I think Jack. I mean, he can't max it out with gold, but I'm pretty sure it was up there. Him and Wary. Appreciate you, man. Y'all, as always, y'all know what it is. Keep it locked right here on MGN Sports. We're gonna keep giving y'all new and innovative content. So, peace.
Signing out.
Go.